Welcome everybody to Heroes at Large with our special Wakandan editorial, pretty much the Black Panther. So here we are once again, and I'm joined by
Nihai,
Evaz,
Assassin Forte,
and I am Badass James Dynamite. So Black Panther's coming out this week. What are you guys looking forward to?
Look, we're looking forward to the movie.
That's it. Getting to know the characters a little bit better.
learning more about Black Panther, who he is.
Yeah, what the whole deal is with Black Panther. I mean, have any of you guys been like strong Black Panther fans?
I can't say that I've been a strong Black Panther fan. What I can say is that it is nice to see a superhero movie get such recognition. But anyways, I think that this movie has some serious potential for a new genre for the Black community.
You know, real quick, we do have a special guest for today, Assassin Forte, cosplayer.
All around nice guy.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know about that.
that's what he told me.
That's what he thinks.
Now,
You just so people will know, you have a page people can follow you at. Things like that.
They can find me on any social media at Assassin Forte on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and yeah, just feel free to hang out, check out the page. If you like it, follow me. If you don't, it's cool. Leave a couple likes on the pictures.
now I have a question. How long have you been doing cosplay for?
I've been doing cosplay since 2010.
Okay. So with the Black Panther movie, have you ever thought about maybe incorporating a Black Panther, or you already have one as far as lined up?
I haven't thought about incorporating Black Panther into my repertoire. However, Black Panther is rich, and I'm not.
Yeah.
So that has been the.
So we're starting to GoFundMe right now.
A black suit costume.
But no, yeah, my right now my go-to character for the Avengers or Marvel is probably Falcon.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so working on keeping him up, but I have wanted to do Black Panther for a while.
Okay. Is there any other characters you've thought about doing as well?
As far as Marvel goes, I mean, there's 1,000 characters I'd do in a heartbeat. I'm a Marvel fan over DC any day.
Well, that's the last we heard of you. No, we're kidding. We love both genres here.
Yes.
Well, we have more DC than Marvel guys, but I try to dabble on both. Usually more with DC myself. But
isn't that a Marvel shirt you're wearing right now?
yeah. Just because I knew we were doing a Black Panther special.
Yeah.
So we can find you on all media as far as Facebook, YouTube, Snapchat,
Yes.
Instagram.
Yes.
Let's go around and see what everybody else thinks. I mean, is everybody else excited for this movie?
Very excited. I was very when we first saw him in Civil War.
Right.
Granted they just touched base a little bit on the character. I know you guys probably have seen him in cartoons and other forms of media, in comic books. He's a pretty integral part, even to the point where he married Storm from the X-Men. Wise choice.
The power couple before Michelle and
Barack. Yeah. And Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Exactly.
Yeah. Just like you guys, we also had questions about Black Panther, so we did a little bit of research, and we are going to pretty much let you guys know what we found. So it would make, hopefully, the movie experience a little bit better. If you already saw the movie and you listen to this, it'll probably make a little bit more sense.
Yeah, as far as I go, I mean, I know of Black Panther. I know a little bit about the history. Not too much, considering he is quite an old character. He's considered the very first black superhero.
Yes, and before everybody else.
And considering the way these trailers look for this movie, I mean, there's a ton of characters, a lot of stuff going to be going on. So I already felt that I needed to do some research myself anyways. So as a group, we wanted to make sure that you guys kind of get a little brush up and maybe some information and background on what some of these characters are, on who Black Panther really is, and some of the stuff that you might be able to expect from this movie, which is supposed to be, probably one of the best Marvel movies to date.
But they say that about every movie they come out. I mean, don't get me wrong. They keep on exceeding their goal sometimes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Except for Iron Man 3. But
Rotten Tomatoes said it's going to be
know what?
good.
Look,
Rotten
they gave it
Tomatoes
a
can go
90
eat some
something,
Rotten
right?
Tomatoes.
Yeah.
like we've told you guys, please watch the movie and form your own opinion.
Right.
Don't base it everything on the trailer.
Don't
And
base
like
it
I
off
said,
of what everybody else
and
says.
what your friends say. Watch the
Oh,
movie.
watch it yourself.
If you
Enjoy it.
can, avoid the trailer and watch it without knowing what's going to happen.
Yeah,
It'll probably be a
But listen
movie.
to us first. That way we could tell you
Yeah.
what's going on. So that being said, I know we said that his comic book Oranges was a long time ago. I believe it was
60, no, I think it was 66,
61 or 62.
Something like that.
I think it was right. And now the common misconception again that this Black Panther was before the Black Panther Party. They came out the same year, but
yeah.
Black Panther, Marvel's version, came out first.
Right.
And he was introduced first as a villain for the Fantastic Four.
Yes.
That redeemed himself. He was just having some sport and some fun. I believe I read somewhere that he may have given him their first Fantastic car.
Yeah,
as a gift.
he did premiere July 1966.
Okay.
Fantastic Four number 52. And I believe it was 52 and 53 is when he
Yeah, it was
actually
part
first
one
came
and
out.
part two.
Correct.
And like again, I said the first one. I think he gave him the Fantastic car, and then he invited him to Wakanda, and then tried to hunt them
Right,
down.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
So from then on, he
So
pretty
we
much
also
redeemed
know
himself.
that they changed his name for a while, right?
Yes.
Yes,
It's a-
they changed
Yeah.
his name for a while to Black Leopard.
Like,
And
But
they
it didn't work.
Yeah, they
it
didn't
didn't
like it.
sound
Stan
right,
Lee,
yeah.
and then that's what's something important. This is another character made by co-created by Stan Lee.
and Jack Kirby.
Yeah.
yeah.
So they changed his name for a while. They didn't like it, and
They put it back.
to Black Panther.
And the reason again was because of the Black Panther Party.
Yeah,
They wanted
Wasn't
to
it
separate
first-
themselves.
Just
But-
Panther, and then they just threw the Black Panther?
No,
it
they
was-
straight out
It was
came out
Black
with
Panther from the
Okay.
get go, and he was more of a guest star in a lot of comics until
Right.
later on he got his
Yes,
own
until he got
comic.
his own series.
What year? I can't remember.
71? No, that was when
77.
That was when John Stewart
That
was
was 77
introduced.
when he got his first run.
Was it?
Yeah, 77, because they did 12 issues.
They did do 12 issues.
Well, it says here that he ran through Jungle Action, which was a comic book
Jungle
series.
Action, yeah, it was 77.
Yeah, doesn't give a year, but that's the first time he actually, I guess, held
But-
his own.
Also, one of the key components to Black Panther is also his country of origin.
Wakanda.
Wakanda. It's not made up. You can't find it in a map, so stop trying.
Damn,
Where's it located?
I was wondering
It's right
why.
next to Zamunda.
Yeah.
Is it Africa?
Yes, it actually is. They just say it is in Africa. They just now it does have a cloaking device, so maybe it's really there, and we just don't know it.
Yeah.
But it is hidden, and they're very technologically advanced. That was a hard word to get out. Wow, but I tried. And the reason that is because vibranium.
Mm-hmm. Vibranium is the main source of Wakandan technology, power, and
Well,
finance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yes.
what made them rich.
Yes, they are rich beyond your wildest dreams. Take that, Bruce Wayne.
Well, it is. See, you guys got to take a shot. You guys remember? You guys heard the last show. See how many times we referenced.
But he said Bruce Wayne. He didn't say.
It's Batman based. It is Batman based. So yes, he is considered. I'm not sure if it's changed because Marvel and DC both like to change things around. He is considered the richest man in the world as far as
Yes.
Marvel's concerned.
Yeah, a lot of people just don't know it, and they don't promote it that way to
Right.
the rest of the known world because they don't want them to
Yeah,
know why they're rich.
Why
Yeah.
they're rich.
So, but yeah, as far as I understand, still to this day, the last time I looked it up, he's still the
Yeah, he's the
richest
richest
Man in the Marvel
superhero.
Yeah,
And
Well, that's a funny thing that that you guys bring up is because they're trying to say that he's very close in comparison to Bruce Wayne. So DC's got Bruce Wayne, which is a millionaire that becomes a superhero.
what
And
superhero would that be?
Batman.
Another shot, guys.
And then we've got Black Panther. Black Panther, of course, he's born into being a superhero, but there's even more differences, which why I'm kind of really excited about this new movie is because there's also the heart that his bloodline.
Yes, the Black Panther is a lineage passed from father to son, or
and a
most worthy.
title.
Yeah, the title of the protector of Wakanda, the Black Panther tribe.
Right,
So
it
it's
holds
another word for
office
king.
at
The
Wakanda.
king, yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
another word for king.
Well, he's the prince, right? He's the prince.
He's considered a
The
prince.
Until he
And-
becomes the king.
And this special root that they have to eat, the heart,
Yeah,
His heart-shaped leaf.
heart-shaped
Yeah.
leaf, it was developed early in the Wakandan tribe by their founding fathers and this was made magical by, I guess, the
Panther god.
Right.
Was it Boss or Sekhmet? Which one? I can't remember.
it was
I'm not
Sekhmet.
sure.
But
I think it's Sekhmet too. And it's poisonous to everybody, anybody except for the lineage of
The bloodline.
T'Challa's bloodline. So, what does that do? What does that give him? It gives him an enormous amount of different abilities that you may or may not already be aware of. So, first and foremost is heightened ability with agility, strength,
Right.
sense of smell, touch, taste, and even some small regenerative powers. Is
Correct.
that Deadpool I hear in the background?
Yeah.
No, not that strong.
Yeah,
Not
it's not that
it's
strong.
not that
It's
strong.
like-
He also could see in
In
the
the dark.
in dark,
Yeah,
complete
you can see the
darkness.
dark.
Right.
Not to mention, it also enhances his natural attributes. So if you're a natural athlete, it enhances that as
The
well.
smell, right?
Not to mention, and T'Challa, which the movie's based on, is actually a genius as well.
Yes.
Rival up to
Yeah.
like Hank Pym and Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, that's part of the Wakanda, is their technology.
Yes.
Well, but don't forget, T'Challa actually left to get his education.
Education.
He went to MIT.
Yeah, he went to a couple. They said from what we saw, he went to a
universities.
couple different schools, and he was also an athlete.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
he
I
was.
He
mean,
participated in a lot of mixed martial arts.
yeah. So he did get his knowledge on, and then obviously he got called back when his father was killed. So he became the king of Wakanda and took on now the mantle of Black Panther. But their law is also anyone could challenge the king for the title. The only thing is because they're not part of the bloodline, they cannot have that special herb or else they'll die.
Right.
Right.
Right. And his uncle, I believe, had taken over for a small part of the time. And
He
challenged
was
something.
in between because he was still a
Yeah.
child, and I think he traveled outside to get his
Yeah, to get his
education.
education
And
stuff.
again, he was a kid, so he has taken the mantle of. There's been several different Black Panthers.
Family, right? The family.
They all, this
Yeah.
is most monarchies.
From,
Yeah.
from like his
Yeah.
grandfather.
It seems like
his
it's the
father.
eldest.
You think we're gonna get that in the movie?
I don't know.
Only
I don't know. Forrest Whitaker's in there.
Yeah.
He can't be from this age
Yeah,
and time. Forrest
Well,
Whitaker is
he could
highlight
be,
was
but he
Yeah.
could also be one of his
the
royal
Rafiki
court.
of the tribe.
Yeah, exactly. No, exactly. Because he does have people that advise him and counsel him. So
Well,
That
he's got advisors. He's got
There's a lot of characters in that.
There's a lot of characters, and just for a quick second, and show of guys here, you gotta love the
women guard.
women
The
guard.
women-
Oh, yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, I don't know how to pronounce their guard name correctly, but
Yeah.
man, there's a couple women that I wouldn't want to tussle with on my best day, but at the same time, you can arrest me anytime.
No.
Well, it goes back into strong women. I think they've been underplayed a lot.
Mhm.
Wonder Woman did come out and it's kind of like, wow, they're badass as well. So I think that also spawned is kind of like now, not only are we going to have our character, the Black Panther, but we're also going to show his royal guard, who you would think are going to be all men. Like, no, he's got badass women just
Well,
watching
his
this
mom's
fight.
strong too, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Well, it's his mom. Anyway, everyone's mom is strong.
but this is Angela Bassett.
Yeah, yeah.
She scares me.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
And then, but then
She's
I
always
believe,
scared
I
me.
believe she's playing his
Or is-
stepmom.
is it stepmom?
Yeah, because his
Right.
mom died.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
his
that's
mom
right.
died. Yeah, that's
Because
the sister's
in the
mom.
lineage, T'Challa's actual mom
Died giving birth.
Right, giving birth. And then so Angela Bassett should be playing his
His
stepmom,
stepmom.
who gives birth to his sister. And
Yeah.
then his sister, I believe, is supposed to be like the head
Head of
scientist.
scientist.
Yeah. So she's gonna be the one that creates all the cool gadgets
Yeah.
and
His
toys
new
and
suit
everything
from
we're
what
gonna
we
see.
saw.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, you see a purple hue or like light, do you think has anything to do with some kind of missing Infinity Stone?
That's a good question,
I
but
don't think so.
I don't know.
You know
I mean,
what? But that might just be maybe they've
The
created their
technology
own.
they
Yeah,
have,
I mean, because if they're able to camouflage the
I was-
entire, Wakanda,
Uh-huh.
then maybe they're able to make a smaller one for him. Maybe he can just camouflage himself.
Do you think it's
Actually,
gonna be
that I believe that is actually
that would make
within
more
the
sense.
powers of his suit or technology.
From what I remember,
suit.
yeah, he
I'm
was
either
able
going to
to
go
turn
more,
invisible.
I think Tony Stark
Yeah,
eventually in the
it
future is
is.
going to copy it
It is.
and do his extremist armor out of it that just comes out of his skin.
Oh,
Who's to say Wakanda could start that for the movies?
oh, they already
Universe.
Yeah, they're
Maybe,
doing it
but
already.
this is where we're gonna have to check into reality outside of the comic book and say the contracts for Robert Downey Jr. and stuff like
Yeah.
that are not gonna last that long.
Yeah.
So
True.
unfortunately, we're not going to get
It
that
just
far with it.
depends
So I
on-
highly doubt they're going
I,
to.
Depends on how they
I
wanna
think the
write
extremist armor is going to be in the from what we saw in the little teaser trailer Super Bowl.
Yeah.
We'll go. That's another topic. We're going back to Black Panther. But what else did you guys pick up on from what you saw in the trailer that we may have missed? I saw no James Earl Jones, and I'm a little disappointed. 'Cause, you know,
We
James,
got a little bit of claw.
T'Challa, remember who you are.
We got
I am your father.
a little bit of the villain claw.
Claw, Ulysses Claw.
You mean
Who's gonna-
Smeagol?
Smeagol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm aware.
So
If he does that voice at any time during the movie, I'm going to lose it.
I think that's all I hear. Every time he talks, I think that's all I hear.
Right?
But
And
Ulysses
then-
Claw does have a sound-based weapon. It looks like we're going to see that
Right.
in Age of Ultron. He did get his arm ripped off by Ultron, which was not comic book accurate.
No.
But, I mean, they got to explain it somehow. So it looks like he does have a robotic arm. It does release sound wave that is actually... That's one of the reasons he went to Wakanda to steal some of the vibranium
Right.
for his technology.
For his technology.
And, of course, we all have to acknowledge Creed, Killmonger, who's in the movie.
That part I'm a little more confused on. Is he going to be a good guy or is he going to be a bad guy?
He's a bad
As
guy.
far as I understand, he basically is using the situation of T'Challa
To
being in
gain-
and out of the country
Yeah.
to gain momentum and control for his rise to the top.
Yeah, in the comic books, he is a villain. He does try to overthrow the king, and I think he was successful for a little bit, and then obviously T'Challa came back and kicked his butt. But other than that, you know,
Oh, here we go. Eric Killmonger, powerful warrior, strategic genius in politics and economics.
so, I mean, it shows that by the Killmonger, you don't really have that many superheroes called Killmonger.
Yeah.
So, you know, he is going to play a...
Could be.
I think he's
He
going to
could
be
be
the,
a hero.
I think he's going to be
That's
the main
kinda-
antagonist.
That's new, right?
Don't be
Like, him
racist,
wearing
he could be a
the
hero.
Black Panther suit. That's something new.
I think he goes after... I think is he Cheetah or
Well,
is he
there's a,
Jaguar or...
what are we talking about?
Like the suit, you know how he's wearing the suit now, like the Black Panther. That's something new, right?
Well,
Who,
you have
Killmonger?
the
Killmonger?
tribals. You have the
There's tribes.
the
Yeah.
tribal suit, and I know I'm saying this wrong for whatever reason, but when they do their
One of their heists, you can see him put on one of the
Tests?
masks.
right, you put on one of the masks,
Oh.
but though I believe those masks and everything were supposed to be used for special ceremonies
Oh.
of the actual Black Panther ceremony, and I don't
And
know if they were.
my
supposed to be
theory
used
is, take it as spoiler, but I hope it's not. My theory is that maybe he did win and beat T'Challa, and now he has the Wakandan tech and created his own suit based on his tribe.
for- right.
That is my theory.
Yeah.
And when you see one of the battles where they're both suiting up, the reason they have the same suits is because he's already the king, so he has access to the
To
the
his
technology.
technology. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my theory. Take it with a grain of salt, or spoilers, just to be on the safe side.
Yeah. Now,
Does he have any kind of connection to the family at all, or is he?
I believe
Separate family.
I believe they think he. I don't know how true it is, but they think that T'Chaka, which is T'Challa's father, may
Right.
have killed his father for
Yeah.
tribal purposes. So I think he just wants revenge. I
Right.
don't know how they're going to play it out in the movie. I mean,
Well,
it's a
actually-
good catalyst for them to bring him up. I mean, revenge is
Yeah,
revenge.
Yeah.
One of the biographies that they have for him now, I look it up, is that his father actually worked with Claw. And so when
Oh.
Claw was going down to Wakanda trying to steal some of the vibranium, obviously there was like a big war or fight or whatever. And then his dad died. Killmonger's dad passed away. And then Killmonger and his family was exiled. At least that's one biography for the
That's
character.
another thing about comic books is they always have the habit of revamping a couple things. So
Storylines.
where we could, it could be a couple things. So
But-
feel free to look it up and let us know what is the best origin for Killmonger.
And plus, we'll see what happens in the movie.
movie.
See
Yeah.
what kind of origin
It'll-
they give him.
Yeah,
yeah, I think there's going to be several different antagonists in this movie. Killmonger may take the starring role, but as far as I can tell, I mean, Black Panther going to have his hands full.
Oh yeah.
Because you have Killmonger, you have Claw, and is the other gentleman joining the fight?
I thought it was gonna be the. I think it's called Grey Gorilla, Silver Gorilla.
Yeah, that's
Never
it.
heard of it.
Well, Mane.
Man, Yeah, there we are.
He changed his name so many times.
Right.
Wasn't Man-Ape a DC character also?
You know what? I blame Barry. Barry Allen changed the timeline too many times. We're just
I
lost in
think
which one it
he
is.
fought Batman once.
Another shot, guys.
Wow.
Why is everyone so interested in vibranium? Maybe you guys could explain that.
Well, it's because we wasted all the adamantium on Wolverine. Vibranium is important to the known world because the metal absorbs energy. And when you think about that idea, it means that it can absorb any amount of energy and then be transferred into that metal. And that metal now serves as a power source. And understanding this is not a point of where it bounces off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? It just falls straight down.
It just falls straight down. All momentum of something, just gets absorbed and it falls. And as we know, vibranium is the main element used in Captain America's shield,
Right.
which was torn to shreds and pieces. Oh, my heart's
It
breaking.
was scratched. I don't think it was broken.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, it's broken in the
are we
comic
talking,
books.
Yeah, are we talking about comics? Or are we talking about
No, we're
Marvel
talking
movies,
about the
cinematic
end of
universe?
Civil War.
Yeah, it was just scratched. He just dropped
No,
it.
he just dropped
Did
it.
they drop it?
Yeah. It had a couple
wow.
scratches, but he
Okay,
just dropped
wow.
it. You're confusing the comic. No, you know what? You're confusing the flashback.
fan.
The flashback.
Uh,
the flashback.
The flashback when he saw the shield broken.
Right, that's what
That's
I'm
he
thinking
saw.
of. Okay, see, I'm not completely retarded.
So even Winter
Completely.
Soldier gets a new arm from there too, right?
No, they just removed his, but I'm pretty sure they would hook him up.
I'm sure they're gonna have to give him a new arm because he's otherwise going to be walking out there with a
with no
one-man
arm.
arm kick.
Because I remember they removed it, but they could always upgrade his arm, which is going to be awesome.
Well, that's kind of the cool thing about this whole technological, place is that we could see all kinds of new stuff coming out of this. I mean, Captain America could get a whole nother shield. Sam Wilson could get a shield, new wings.
Yeah.
I mean, there's all kinds of stuff that we can see happening from this. Yeah,
I think it's going to be Captain Bucky.
Yeah, it's got to be Bucky first. Technically, Bucky takes up the mantle, then Falcon takes.
But I don't know if you guys know that there's actually two different forms of vibranium.
I
guys know that?
haven't heard about that.
There's two different forms of vibranium.
One's called adamantium.
No, that's adamantium. There's Arctic vibranium, and then there's Wakandan vibranium, and they both have two different properties.
Where does Arctic come from?
It's actually down.
Was that used on Batman's suit?
No, actually, that one is around. That one's pretty much protected by the Savage Lands. Now, the Savage Lands was created by aliens. It just so happened that it's speculated that a meteorite that hit Wakanda split, and one part actually landed in the Arctic. But where the other one absorbs energy, the Arctic vibranium actually corrodes metals, any metal. And
so this is like the only thing that could probably seriously take out Wolverine.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So now it's
vibranium.
the thing is that it's so rare. Well, that's the thing is you put Wakandan vibranium against Arctic vibranium, they cancel each other out.
Really?
Nothing happens because it absorbs energy, and the other one corrodes metal. But because they absorb each other, they pretty much cancel each other's properties out.
Oh, that's kind of interesting.
So there is two different types, and obviously that's where adamantium kind of grew out because they tried to replicate it and made it synthetic, and scientists fell asleep and didn't know what happened, and it just boom, here's adamantium. But as far as vibranium goes, I don't know if they're actually going to incorporate that in the movie. They might not say it's Arctic, but they could say, well, there's different forms of vibranium.
Maybe.
Just real quick. So I did look up the man ape, who his real name is M'Baku, and he is going to be in the movie. He's played by Winston Duke. How big of a part in the movie? I don't know.
Yeah.
That's the gentleman from the.
Let's look up his IMDb.
Yeah. He looks like a huge football player. Definitely looks like he could have played for the Jets or something.
Or the Panthers.
It looks like the only. It looks like the only other than this is a person of interest. But it also has his IMDb saying that he's going to be in Infinity War.
You know what? However, I like sometimes when they pick up new talent
Infinity
because
War.
they're not held to any specific character inside your head, so they really get to shine in whatever role they're starting to play.
No, yeah, and they embody that character. It's kind of hard to see them as
I'm not to go too far off subject, but we've seen that with like the guy who plays Luke Cage and the guy who plays Daredevil. I mean, before that, I can't think of any show. Or...
Yeah, Ben Affleck, Daredevil. Oh my
Oh,
God.
God. I'm talking about Cox.
Call yourself a fan.
Gosh, I'm horrible with names. I see 300-something patients between 2 weeks.
Yeah, the other character in this
One
movie.
of you guys wondering what he said about patients, he also cosplays as a doctor that the hospital doesn't know yet. So, just letting you guys know.
Keep down the down low.
No, in all seriousness, I'm an EMT on an ambulance for my day job. So I dress up as a superhero and then I go to work and
As a superhero.
just try to do something worthwhile.
Quote unquote. I saw air quotes. We also have a live studio audience today, so you know that was the air quotes. You guys couldn't see it. Normally you can see claps. See claps.
What the heck?
I was waiting for somebody to pick up on that.
No, I was deliberately waiting for the silence so that way I could add in.
Yeah.
But what else?
Okay, we got Shuri. I mean, Shuri is that how you say it? Shuri. Playing Black Panther's sister. And was she a hero too one time?
Yeah, she becomes
She
Black Panther.
in an alternate version in an Elseworld, she does become a Black Panther when T'Challa gets put in a coma. So I'm not sure if that's considered like the first female Black Panther, but if that's the case, because it is a lineage thing, it'd be great to see like when the actor wants to go and do their own thing. That way they could fill that role. There is actually an anime version of Black Panther, and then there is the Ultimates version.
Right.
And in the Ultimates version, I believe he gets attacked by a panther. He gets sent to Weapon X, and then in Weapon X, they did Weapon X stuff, and they gave him adamantium panther claws.
So I wonder what number he is, because I believe Weapon X, of course, is Wolverine. Weapon, I believe 9, or is it Deadpool before Wolverine or
No,
after?
Wolverine. Deadpool was Wolverine, then Deadpool after the fact.
He's 11. That's what it was.
11.
But I'd be interested to go back and find out where he
falls in the
that
numerical spectrum,
right? Because if it's 13, that'll just be interesting for.
Now let me ask you something.
In reason,
you're a Marvel guy, and I know we touched about some of Black Panther's powers.
Okay.
And one of them obviously has a slight healing factor, which means he could probably heal from broken bones a little bit faster than me and you can, and some cuts. It's not going to be overnight, but. Is it me, or has now lately almost every single Marvel character have some form of healing factor?
Are you talking about just the new characters or just the ones that we've been?
Well, the thing that made Wolverine so cool was the healing factor and the claws.
Right.
But then...
Well, I think what he's saying is that lately it just feels like
everybody
gets a healing factor.
Right.
Whether it's Deadpool or Logan.
Well, technically, and even Barry Allen, he heals faster.
But has a faster metabolism, and not really...
Well, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But assuming that this heart, again, increases his natural abilities, all bodies have the ability to heal.
Yes.
So it's just probably like Barry. It just heals faster.
No, and I get that. But, the other guy,
it's definitely not on Logan or Deadpool's level.
No, and I get it. But it just seems like Captain America has a slight healing factor. Hulk has a healing factor. Deadpool has a healing factor. Sabretooth has a healing factor.
I think we have to accept some of that just because if they didn't, they would have died a long time ago. It
could also be...
Well, in the sense of... Think about
who doesn't have a healing.
They take.
You know who doesn't have a healing factor.
I knew something of that nature was coming.
Take that.
It's okay. Let's put Black Panther and Batman in the same room. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
Take that to the bank.
Because I think the quote made by Bane could actually be said by Black Panther about the dark. Right?
Oh, yeah, that's true. And Bane was one of our sponsors. He was Bane Chiropractic.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so
make sure that you guys take time to call Bane Chiropractic and get yourself adjusted immediately.
Yeah, like I said, 2 new locations, one in Gotham City and one in Santa Prisca.
Zuri is going to be...
We're learning this stuff on the fly.
Forrest Whitaker is playing Zuri.
Okay.
So you kind of asked me about
that
one earlier.
Forrest Whitaker is a badass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
From The Butler all the way to, I think, what is it, Ghost Dog Samurai?
Mm-hmm.
That he did. He was a
yeah.
Wasn't he in a Panic Room too? The Panic.
Yeah, Panic Room. Yeah, he did.
He was good in that one, and I'm trying to remember what else I saw him in.
Oh
He
man,
was
he's
in
in all kinds.
Oh, even in
Last
that.
Jedi. Or not The Last Jedi, Force
Rogue
Awakens.
One.
Rogue One.
Or was it War Room?
Rogue One.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm mixing up all these movies.
Now,
Jesus.
But he was in Rogue One really quick, and then he dies halfway through the movie.
So
So
they
they
spoiled
set-
it for
they set
that
everybody.
up.
Spoilers.
They set that up because he's coming out in Black Panther. So that's
but he
what
was from a
happens.
galaxy far, far away, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And then Forrest Whitaker have like a TV show way, way back in the day.
Not that I remember.
He probably
He
cameo.
was a garbage man, and he.
No, that was Rock.
Was that Rock?
That was
okay,
that was a different actor. That same actor was in Alien 3 with Sigourney Weaver.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
yeah, that's a different
Actually,
actor.
they tried to bring back that whole let's do it live television show thing. Like
And it
they did
worked.
on Happy Days.
And it worked for a little while because
Yeah,
they
for a
were
little
all
bit.
you know Broadway trained actors.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that was actually a good show. I'm
So
surprised
anyway,
he's not in it.
Getting back to Forrest Whitaker's character, he's basically going to be an elderly warrior that grew up and was very close friends with
His dad.
T'Chaka. Yeah.
So,
And
he
so
probably
now that
shows-
he's going to be an advisor for T'Challa.
so literally, he is Rafiki.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Well, they were by Disney, so I'm pretty sure Rafiki
Yeah.
will make an appearance.
Yeah, I wonder exactly how they plan to, market in something that's sellable, to the kids. I'm pretty sure we're not going to see any porgs in this one.
No,
But-
we're going to see Scar's a lion, what do you call it? Rug.
Lion
on the
rug.
floor.
Are we gonna see the tree of life behind them?
Yeah.
Right.
Is Black Panther gonna be all pimped out with all these gold?
You're gonna hear an alarm clock go off. The circle of life. No. But before we get hit with a copyright infringement,
Yeah, right. That's all you get.
that's what we're gonna stop there with all
So
the
like,
Disney
yeah, I
parks.
mean, that's some of the major, I guess, characters that are going to be in this movie. There are a couple other ones, Lupita. No, I don't even know how to say that name.
Well, at least when we watch them, we're gonna learn these new characters because there's so
Yeah.
many.
Martin Freeman
Well, there's a lot of
is in it.
there's a lot
So,
of women that are going to be
Bilbo
part of
Baggins.
Bilbo Baggins. We saw him, of course, in Civil War, doing the
Interrogations.
He's
interrogations.
he's part of Shield.
But he's also in the movie as well. I like them. I'm trying to remember what characters he in.
He's
I
with Black
like it
Panther.
a lot.
He's
I like
like
it a lot.
him and Black Panther become
This-
really good friends. Because when they
I-
I think he's trying to understand Wakanda because he doesn't know anything about it.
So I want to also take time for all of us to real quickly make an idea of what we're going to see maybe at the end of Black Panther and how they're going to tie it into
Infinity War,
not just Infinity War, but I mean,
the Marvel
Maybe
universe.
pretty much
But
make him
like-
an Avenger.
who are we going to see inside this movie outside of the normal?
You mean
Black
like
Panther,
the
yeah.
Easter egg, like Captain
Easter egg.
America?
Like I'm seeing that we're going to see in my head. I think the Easter egg is going to be we're going to see Bucky get his new arm.
Yeah.
Well, okay, let's take a step back first
Okay.
because we were even saying this before. We already know that Hulk was with Thor.
Right.
Guardians of the Galaxy are out there too.
Right.
Now we know that Scarlet Witch is somewhere with
Hawkeye.
Vision.
Oh,
Vision. Yeah.
Allegedly.
And Captain America, Sam Wilson,
And Black Widow.
Winter Soldier,
Winter Soldier.
is they all took off to Wakanda with Black Panther.
Right.
So if anything in this movie, we got to see Captain America, Sam, or Winter Soldier. At least that would be my
Maybe
best guess.
for a brief second, and let's also, to your point, clarify to everybody the timeline. As far as we understand, the timeline of this movie is going to take place.
Well, it takes place
It
right
takes
after,
right after
Civil
Civil War.
Civil War.
It has to
and
because T'Challa's
right. It's gonna take all the way up to, we assume, of course, Infinity Wars, because that's what's happening next.
Right.
And for those that don't know, that means this took place and Civil War took place the same time Thor Ragnarok was going on. So get that into your heads that all this is going on
At the
while
same
Thor
time, yeah.
and
And Hulk.
are off in the boonies somewhere on
Right.
the other side
Space.
of
So-
space.
So yeah, in other words,
I'm just
don't sit there during the Black Panther movie. Turn to your comic book friend and go, "Where's Thor
Oh, where's the
and
Hulk?"
Hulk?"
yeah.
Because they're in space.
the final frontier.
Yeah, I think they mentioned that
Is
in
it
Civil
really the
War.
final one?
They were asking where they were at.
Not
so-
anymore. But I do believe, I don't believe we'll see any of the Iron Man team.
Yeah, I seriously doubt
Air
that.
quotes again.
Yeah.
Air
I
quotes.
seriously doubt
You
that.
think we'll
Although
see,
that maybe that might be the surprise.
Captain America
ending.
will appear.
I'm gonna go with they're not gonna really explain how the new technology for his suit works until the very end. That they're probably gonna reveal the last Infinity Stone. Is not. I could also think Thanos already possesses the one Infinity Stone. That wouldn't surprise me. But
we haven't seen it on his gauntlet.
we haven't seen his gauntlet yet. So but the last time we saw him, he was putting a gauntlet on. He hasn't accessorized it yet.
True.
Yeah.
There is one stone missing.
Well, I think that's gonna be found in Infinity War.
Well, that's
Which
that's
one's
the
the
question.
That's a good question. Which stone are we missing here? Because we have
Oh wow.
Power, we have
power,
reality, we
reality,
have time, and then we also have four altogether. I'm trying to remember. The ether was
How many Infinity
I thought
Stones?
ether was
total?
the power.
No, that was the Guardians one.
Okay, so the purple one
There's
is the
5, right?
right.
Yeah.
There's 5 Infinity
And
Stones.
then there's the Tesseract, which
one
is
there's the
Mind Stone.
Mind Stone, but
The one from
And that's
Doctor
it, that's
Strange.
in Vision's.
that's in Vision's head right now.
Which is the one Doctor Strange?
No, that was the one that's in the staff. In Loki's staff.
What
Oh,
is
right,
that?
The Tesseract is a time one.
No, the time one is Doctor Strange.
Doctor
Right.
Strange.
yeah.
Right.
So you know it's got to be reality?
Wait,
Has
how
to be
many-
reality.
Wait, where are we?
Well,
I know.
there's
I
a
think
lot-
we just got
well,
hit with it.
Yeah, there's a lot of them, so...
Yeah.
Reality?
Thanks for bringing that up.
Right. This is this is the final answer to
The final countdown.
Countdown.
Oh, wait, no, that's it. That's all you get.
right. Just
6.
to
No, there's
recap.
6.
There's 6.
Yeah, that's right. Because
That's right.
there's
There's
one
in
for
the
each
middle.
finger, and there's one on the back of the hand.
Okay.
Fail on my part. I'm taking my Marvel card and going to get my recertification
Now we'll
right
burn
now.
it right now.
Get the DC one.
Yeah, come to the
I
bright
can't keep up
side.
with all timelines.
Wait a minute. They have timelines too.
Yes, but
They
we stuck to
had.
one.
But because the other ones weren't working.
Except for when it came to Fox. And
Actually, you know what? The
and Fantastic
Ultimates,
Four.
the Ultimates was good, but then it just veered off the rails.
Yeah.
The same thing. Don't get me wrong. If it wasn't for the Elseworld of Marvel, then we wouldn't have gotten Miles Morales and the Old Man Logan.
True, very
All
true.
right, we have the Space Gem, Mind Gem, Reality Gem, Power Gem, Time Gem, and the Soul Gem.
Wait, say
The
that
one-
again?
Slowly.
So
Okay, the space.
the one
space
that we can
stone.
account for, we have the
Space.
Power Stone, which was owned by the Guardians, the
Right.
purple one. We had the Reality Stone, which was the Ether in Dark World. We have the Time Stone, which, as we mentioned earlier, that Doctor Strange has. We have the Mind Stone, which is in the head of Vision, which
Right.
was found in the staff. Space Stone is in the Tesseract, which is currently where?
That one's missing.
No,
though, isn't
No,
it?
that,
It's in Asgard,
It
isn't it?
was in Asgard.
Loki got it.
Loki has it.
Loki.
We think. Well, we know he does.
Yeah, he did.
From the trailer
Okay,
we
so
saw.
the one where it's not accounted
Soul.
for yet is a Soul Stone, which, hey, black people gotta have soul, right?
Well, see, and that was the rumor that the last one was supposed to be in Wakanda. So it's very possible that maybe we might even see Thanos or maybe somebody from
Well-
his group show up at the end of.
Well, maybe
Black
that's why
Panther.
in the trailer from the Infinity War you see them over there
Or where?
in
Wakanda.
Wakanda.
Remember, in Infinity
So
War,
they're
he's
fighting.
at Wakanda.
Remember, they're
Well, yeah,
all-
because then now he has
Yeah.
fusion as he's protecting.
Well,
you have
no,
to
no,
remember he is
no, no.
atoning for his sins. He blamed the wrong man for killing his father, so he wants to set things right.
No, what
No.
we're saying is Thanos lands
Yeah.
at Wakanda
Wakanda.
in the Infinities in the Infinity
Oh yeah,
War.
that's what I'm saying.
So he's there to get that stone.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
that's-
saying.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that technology is going to be powered by
that stone.
and then they're probably not gonna reveal it until the end.
Yeah. And with understanding that the Soul Stone is at Wakanda, you gotta let your soul glow. I couldn't help it.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
So,
I think the ending of Black Panther would be kind of cool if we see Tony just show up and he says something like, "I just came to apologize because
I don't
I
have
need
no friends.
I need Captain's help."
I don't see the apology happening
I don't
until
think- I don't
after
either.
Avengers. This would be 3.
After 4.
So
Yeah.
I don't see that happening until after 3 when they have all got their butts handed to them.
Eventually, they've got to come back.
Well, they're going to, but
What's your theory that why they come back?
What's going to bring them back? Nothing brings you back to your friends closer than both of you laying on the ground after both getting your butt kicked, and you both like, you know what? We worked better together. Yeah, we really did.
Well,
you know,
to me, Tony Stark, not from the comic books, Tony Stark and Captain America pretty much very rarely have to say I'm sorry to each other because they already know.
Right. It's
they're bros. They're bros like that.
They're bros like that. It's just that point of it takes a little bit of something to...
I don't think it's going to be an I'm sorry. It's kind of like it's going to be like, don't worry, I already know.
Yeah.
Type
I agree to that. I was just explaining it in a way that for the people that
don't read the comic
don't read the comic books, for the people that also don't know guy code, you know.
See, now, guys, this is what we say. Read comic books, please. It's so much better than movies.
It's the age-old thing that the book can give you more information
yes,
than
definitely.
a movie can, because the movie has to stay within a certain timeline and budget, and they can't always stick everything.
Fit everything that you want, that you know
exactly.
Is
but I do have a theory. While we were talking about the Soul Stone, and remember you were talking about the other suit in the movie by Killmonger. Mm-hmm. Notice his suit has a very orange glow to it.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he can't be as strong as T'Challa because he can't take the herbs. So how do you
Oh,
bring his soul up? Give him that soul stone. You put it in that suit, and all of a sudden, he can go toe-to-toe with Black Panther.
Because he's got soul.
Well, I'm wondering if they're actually going to incorporate the herb in the movie. That's another question that has to be answered.
We don't even know. Yeah,
because kind of like
it's all up in the air right
now. You know how somebody like you're telling my kid to do drugs.
Drugs are bad.
But see, that's our mentality. We're talking about traditions for a different country. I mean, in a different country, it's okay to go eat a tarantula. In a different country, it's okay at one point. Where they bind people's feet.
You also have to realize that we also live in a place where it's kind of like, look, Wonder Woman wasn't American enough. I'm like, wait a minute, she's not even an American, period.
We don't even know. I mean, do we really even know, like, how many times does he have to take the...
It just says that it's ingested.
Maybe he just took it the one time and that was it.
That's it.
Yeah.
We don't know if he has to take it, like, eat it for dinner every day.
No.
We don't know.
All I got to say is... just looking at what Eddie Murphy can do, being King of Zamunda, and looking at the Wakanda.
He was Prince.
Oh, sorry, Prince.
Yeah, his dad was still alive.
I mean, his right-hand man, who was played by Arsenio Hall, took down Samuel L. Jackson in one fell swoop. And that's not easy to do.
Can we get a whoop-whoop for Arsenio?
That's our studio audience again.
Yes.
But I think they're going to have to give some type of answer as to... either the suit enhances him completely, or something else.
Well, I'm sure they'll explain it, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean the suit is awesome already. We know the suit and what it can do. We saw him literally go toe to toe with Bucky, even outside his suit.
Yeah.
And that we saw is not an easy task whatsoever.
And he scratched the hell out of Cap's shield.
Yeah, scratched the hell out of Cap's
He
shield.
was taking bullet fire, like
like nothing.
Had that Will Smith look of that, Sam minigun on the side of the helicopter. Like, no, you did not shoot that shit.
Yeah.
Excuse my language. Sorry about that. I was just quoting the movie. But either way, I think it's going to be a very interesting movie. I'm hoping to see some real action between the characters, because with all the training that the actor who is playing Killmonger has, and the training that we've seen Chad Roswick take on just for Civil War, I'm really hoping for a nice hand-to-hand combat, all-out brawl between these two.
Well, now that I think about it a little bit more, I think in the trailer they even show that they come to the States for something, didn't they?
Yeah, it looks like they are like that. The whole train. I mean, a car chase. It does look like New York. I mean, he is a diplomat, so that's one thing you guys have to remember. He is a diplomat. He does have diplomatic
immunity, and that is actually considered one of his superpowers.
But you know what? One of the coolest superpowers that we did not talk about is that he has the knowledge and wisdom of the other Panthers.
Right. That's right.
So just the fact that you would have the knowledge from your ancestors and know all the techniques that they learned have been passed on to you, that's a powerful thing to actually have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the cool thing about this character is that, not only does he have a really cool suit, Not only does he have vibranium, not only is he trained, as best as can be, the money can buy, but then he's also given this herb.
Damn!
He's given this herb that enhances all his strength and abilities and everything, and he's got the knowledge of his
ancestors.
Ancestors. I mean, they just hooked this guy up.
Yeah, and it goes to also say that we think of who's the baddest superhero or even villain in the Marvel lineup.
Universe,
yeah. Don't get me wrong, the Marvel universe is huge.
Yeah.
But I mean, immediately everybody goes, "Oh, Captain America can't be beat by nobody."
Or Hulk is too strong for her. Yeah.
You start to think, wow, now understanding the history of who Black Panther is and what he possesses, I don't know. I think he could go toe to toe and take out some of the best.
Yeah,
of the best.
that's kind of what I'm leaning towards. Is like, a lot of people don't even know who Black Panther was.
Yeah.
I mean, he did even for a while. He took over for Daredevil
in Hell's Kitchen.
In Hell's Kitchen, he became Black Panther, the man without fear, for a while in the comic books. So I mean, so he is a street. He can do street level. He's not by far any kind of cosmic force out there like he was like Silver Surfer or anything like that. So I mean,
when I think of people who can stop him, I mean, my mind immediately goes to like Maximoff or Vision.
Well, I mean, they mentioned
because
that
they're on a different type of level.
that he can stop a charging elephant.
Right.
Yeah.
And he can pick up 800 pounds over.
Yeah, something like that.
So, or 8,000 or something like that. But he could stop an elephant in mid charge. The same thing with a rhino. He could lift the rhino.
So he could go toe to toe with the Hulk.
Not that far.
I mean, he could take him.
Maybe Captain America.
Yeah.
Strategically, he probably could. Strategically, I mean, if he makes a cage out of vibranium for the Hulk, then yes, he can't stop.
See, that's the other thing though too. Is like what I'm talking about is not only. I mean, he's got strength and agility like Captain America, but then he's also got being raised in the jungle. I mean,
and he is a tracker. He has heightened senses.
There's way more.
He has pretty much with the exception, everything that Wolverine could do, with everything that Captain America could do, and the advanced technology that Tony Stark.
Yeah, he is literally the Avengers in one person.
Yeah.
Minus, I'm saying the Hulk clearly is stronger than he is. But outside of that, it's really hard to look at him and say that he could actually lead the Avengers.
Yeah.
If others step down.
Yeah.
That's very possible. Yeah.
I mean, he is a leader already of his own country. So
that's probably what keeps him away from doing something like that.
Well, yeah, I'm sure that's the real reason why he doesn't do a lot more with Avengers and all that is because he's got his own country to think about. He doesn't want to leave.
You got a company, I have a country.
But we also see that throughout the comic books, and I think they're going to use it here in the movie, is that he does like traveling outside of it. I mean, he even said it in the first one, diplomacy and dealing with politicians, not really his thing.
No, it's not.
And apparently the only person that can get him to step up and be president is Storm, because that's when he comes back home and really settles down.
Yeah, definitely. I wonder if, I know they're not, the deals aren't final, but you really want to see that.
That movie was already done way before that. I think that's pretty much it. That's as much information as we got.
And as you guys could possibly hear, we were learning as you guys were on the spot.
Yeah.
As we're going.
Yeah, but we hope you had fun, and we hope that you would tune in for our future shows. We also like to remind you this show was brought to you by
Cyclops Optic Lens. Yes. Yeah. If you're thinking about getting LASIK, come and see Scott Summers. Cyclops Optic Lenses.
Now, is he doing like a 2-for-1? Or
no, I think he's doing a 1-for-1.
Just a 1-for-1, right?
Just a 1-for-1.
Yeah.
He'll definitely get the red out.
Don't you get a special the month?
He's got that red eye special.
Yeah.
He'll get the red out.
He'll definitely get the red out.
Oh, and also this is a Tide commercial. But
we all have clean shirts. It is a Tide commercial as well.
Now you guys are hopefully a little bit more prepared to go see this movie, to enjoy it and be able to understand a little bit of what's going on. Wait for our next episode because that's when we'll talk about the movie. We'll all have been able to go and see the movie at least once. And
that one will be not spoiler free. I'm pretty sure we're just going to geek out
by that time.
way.
Yeah, everybody's already seen it.
So we'll let you guys know whether to listen after you watch it. We're going to try and do a spoiler free one, but it's going to be impossible.
We'll do our best.
But once again, guys, this is a conversation. So if you guys have any questions, comments, feel free to leave them in the comments section below. And let us know what you guys think, or we can provide more information for you guys.
And with that, we're out. You guys have a good one. We'll see you guys next time.
Peace.
Bye, y'all.
Later.